character sheets and swords and sorcery, and we made a show cause being friends is neat. Epic quests and treasure chests, and all that because we have to admit role players are wonderful. Role players are wonderful. Hey everybody, welcome to the Power Warrior stream, the Role Players Are Wonderful stream. Who can say? We're just here to have some fun and play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your DM, Greggy. I don't always do this, but I just wanted to say this time, of course, my podcasts are wonderful faithful that have stuck with the RSS feed for these many years and are still downloading these new episodes. Thank you for doing so. Great to still be in your ears. I almost said ear holes, and then I stopped myself. Thank Christ above.
And then you said it anyways.
Yeah, I tried to let myself out of it, but then, I slipped myself right back in. But anyway, we are also doing YouTube videos of these episodes that you can go onto YouTube and you can watch them. And you can see our beautiful, lovely faces, for some of us anyway. And you can see the maps that we're on. You can see some of the characters that we meet. And you can see occasionally I'll just drop like a dumb thing on there. And it's sort of like all the sound effects that I used to drop into the Podcasts Are Wonderful episodes. But now they're little video bits on the YouTubes. You can go to videos.podcastarsarewonderful.com to go to a YouTube playlist that has the season so far, and you can then, if you want to, if you want to keep this RSS feed on your phone and just keep downloading the episodes, that's nothing. I don't want to stop you. I think that's a great idea. But if you would like to watch the show instead, you can go to videos.podcastarsarewonderful.com and find that playlist and stay updated that way. Now, let's talk about Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to go through and say hello to everybody. Alex, hello, son.
I'm glad you made sure to say which one we were talking to. Hello, people. I am Alex, and I will be playing Brum, the artificer. He's a little Warforged guy, and he has a lot of wine in his belly that he needs to remove and discreetly throw away without upsetting Cork's mom. I guess Cork's entire family.
Yeah. Well, they do assume that you're going to get rid of it somehow at some point, so it's not that.
Everyone knows you're a robot.
But yeah, that's Brum. Oh my God. My brain is not with it tonight. Cliff, save me. Cliff, welcome to the stream.
Thank you for welcoming me. I did come across another word for ear hole sort of recently. It's the external acoustic meatus, spelled meatus, M-E-A-T.
Yes.
So I'm happy to be coming in anyone's meatus or eyes. And I didn't mean to say that in a gross way. But tonight I'll be playing Ivan, Cold Chalice Bitter Brew, who is a mountain dwarf College of Lore bard who will strum a lute and play a tune, and he's an old hillbilly mountain bard.
All right.
Thank you.
And that's really different from Cliff in real life.
That's right.
You're not a hillbilly at all.
No. I'm a cosmopolitan city mouse.
Yep.
Yes.
And Alex, who is not my son, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much, Greggy. And my guy is Vitus Cork, human wizard, and we're at his house right now. We're having a great time, and he's like a city mouse too, just like Cliff. He's from the city. He's not from the country. He's never lived out here in the sticks or anything, and he's a sophisticated wizard. I'm happy to be here.
Great. And Taylor, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Taylor, and hi. Tonight I am playing Theodora Blackwell. She is a Domain of the Grave cleric, and she's just a real cutie, and I love her already. She's my sweet little girl.
Awesome. And Joe, welcome to the stream.
Hail and well met, champions. My name is Joe. I will be playing Robin Violetta Florence Springbow, a human Eldritch Knight fighter. And if she were a mouse, let's just say she wouldn't be one. So
Okay. That's really
there you have it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could not imagine her as a mouse. She
No,
just
me
doesn't
neither.
have that sort of
Like I'm trying to imagine city mouse, country mouse. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
She wouldn't be one.
No, it'd be like a cat, I think. She would be a
She might be
cat.
like the Rat King.
Racking.
Yeah, a cat. Cat. I can see a city cat. She could be a dog. She could be any number of animal, I think, but not a rodent, certainly. Nothing against all. If there's any rodents that are watching or listening,
Right.
we are allies. We are listening, and we're trying to do better for rodent representation. But Robin would not be one of you.
As far as your personal character.
Absolutely. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think our rodent listeners will appreciate. Our rodent listeners will appreciate that.
I hope so.
They don't want just representation for no reason. It has to be right.
Right. Yeah, that's why I have not included any rat folk in the campaign so far. But I have, I'm looking for my place. I'm looking for my place because I want it to be. I don't want it to be, I don't want it to be just like a superhero type of thing. But I also, I want to make sure that I really nail it. So it's still in the lab. I'm still working on it, and but look for that soon. Anyway, so last time we played, the party went to the small Telmic town of Del Saci by the river, with a fractal forest to the north, fields of grapes to the north of the road there, fields of like these big green leaves that blow in the wind to the south. Not now because it's nighttime, but anyway, you came to Del Saci. You met Cork's parents and helped them make wine for a day. And you met some folks in town. You met Ben Dobler, a farmer selling a strange new crop. You met his adventurer person that he hired, hireling, mercenary, I suppose, Sindil Trueshot, who is there to guard the fields but will not leave to go and hunt down a chimera. I said it right the first try this time. You met the apothecary, of course, Halodreth Emberwhite, who is an apothecary, who helped you make or at least find some of the ingredients to a potion of some sort that could be used to harm a chimera. You met Big Bill Elderflower, who is the tavern keep at the Buzzing Bee here in town, and found out that he is having some sort of an issue where some sort of an animal yowling sound is keeping his people awake at night. This close to the fractal forest, though, it's very difficult to talk anyone into going out and investigating strange noises. Theo and Robin went back to stay at Cork's place, didn't you?
Robin has a date a little bit later, but yeah.
Right. Okay, and then where was Cork? Because I know Ivan and Brum were going to stay at the inn and investigate. Where was Cork at?
I don't know if we decided. I assumed he was going to go back to his house to sleep.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Okay, and then before I bring you back, you, the players, your mind is clouded and you picture a dark hill, and standing atop of the hill, a huge crescent moon behind him, is a large black ram. It looks at you and says, I offer you a deal. You can play tonight with inspiration as it ever is, or I offer you my boon. Whenever you use inspiration, it will be an automatic success. Would you take my deal?
So the options either get a free inspiration point or
It's that whenever anybody uses inspiration tonight, it will be an automatic success. And he is asking for a favor of some sort sometime in the future. Of you, the player.
Oh.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
You're going to take
Yeah,
it?
I
Okay.
want to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we
I-
have to.
it does it have to be the whole party doing it or
No, it's
Yeah, it's like a
individual.
jury.
I'm gonna refuse. I don't want to be indebted to right here. Damn guy.
Okay.
When Black Phillip gives you the deal, you take it. You sign your name in his book. You get
Yep.
sweet things.
He offers you a pretty dress,
Yes.
I'd do it for
the
butter.
taste of butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Like,
heard 3 yeses, 1 no from Little Alex. Big Alex, what was your
I
vote?
can't believe the chaos lover.
yeah, what? Chaos.
Yeah,
I want to be
awfully
my
cautious.
own. Yeah, I want to be my own chaos, not somebody else's chaos.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of agree with little Alex, but I'll say yes anyway.
Okay. He stamps his foot, and as we go back into town, where I believe Brum and Ivan are going to be starting their long, their night's watch here. Everybody gains inspiration tonight. Even you,
Whoa.
Alex,
Wow.
who did
Wow.
not take the deal. So I believe we'll go to Ivan and Brum. And yeah, what's your plan for listening for this sound tonight?
you don't sleep, Brum, correct?
No, but I also can't
You do need to
technically be
sleep
on watch
quietly.
the entire time.
Right.
Right.
It'll be my passive perception at night. So you are going to be better to have somebody watching. But yeah.
Got it.
But also,
we'll
on
set
the
up
other
a lot.
hand, part of it is that it's been waking everybody up every night. So maybe you
Might
could
just
just
wake us
wait
up
for it to
anyways.
be your
Yeah.
alarm. But
I think-
Ivan drinks a lot of water so that he has to go pee pee in the night, and that's his alarm.
All right.
okay, so what was the plan then?
I think,
Wait.
yeah, maybe let's just go to sleep and try and wake up in the night a lot, but not official watches. Right? Do you want to do official watch? Two of us can't really cover it, so
No.
I say we just.
I'd say we just wait for it to wake us up. I'll
Yeah,
do my usual centuries rest.
I'll taper off drinking, so I'm pretty good mental state, and I'll drink a bunch of water, so I could go pee pee in the night. Yeah, otherwise just sleep normally.
Okay.
Sort of
All right.
attempting to get into a light sleep, but not that hard.
All right. And then Cork was just gonna go home and go to his old room and go to bed.
Yeah. That Cork's plan is to just go to bed. I think. Yeah.
So Theo and Robin, you guys are just going to sleep, right? Robin, you're taking off to go do your thing.
Yeah,
But-
I'm meeting that goblin woman for a drink, and then
Mhm.
a little roll around in the hay,
Mhm.
and then once that's finished, then she'll clean herself up and go back to the room.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that'll leave it to the listener's imagination. Whatever you think happened. So Ivan and Brum, the two of you are woke up around 2 a.m. or so by just, it's like a bleeding sound, almost like a
Like a goat?
maybe kind of like a goat, something like that. Just
Oh,
but it's like amplified, and it's I don't know. It just makes you sad to hear it. Like, even just hearing it makes you sad. And seconds after you start hearing this, just a downpour of rain begins above the tavern here, just as though buckets are falling. The room is lit with lightning cracks as lightning strikes nearby.
Ooh. Can I roll, what would be a history check or something to know if it sounds like a chimera?
Like a chimera. Okay. Why not a nature check, maybe? Or history. Yeah, sure. History or nature, your choice, whichever is better.
I'm gonna guess you can be history. Oh, they're both the same. Okay.
Alright.
23. Damn.
Yeah, this does not sound like a chimera that you know of. I mean, but they do have 3 heads, and who knows what sort of weird combination of heads it might be. Yeah, no, it doesn't sound like a chimera to you though.
Huh. Me and Ivan are both awake now, right?
Yeah, you both are woke up by this, and as you're kind of rousing yourselves and grabbing your stuff, you can hear people out in the hallways. Oh, this garbage again! I was practically waiting on it. This is awful. Well.
Okay.
Yeah, like people trying to urge each other to go out and try and figure out what's going on and get it to stop.
I would like to go out. They're like talking like in the hall.
Yeah, in the hallway. Yeah.
I want to go out and ask. Does it always rain when you hear the sound of the creature, or is this new?
Oh, yeah, I suppose it does now that you mention it. I never put the two together, but that is true. Yeah, it's been awful rainy the last few nights.
Making me have to take a whiz.
Yeah, but everybody's all in lines now. Look at the line to the loo. It's out the back door because everybody woke up at the same time.
Oh, this is bad for me. I drink so much water before bed.
That's what I do too. Helps you wake up in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, brother. Well,
brother, indeed. I hope somebody gets out there and stops that awful racket.
Well,
I have to go out there and use the facility, so I think I'll volunteer. Rum? What do you say?
Yeah, I'll
Really?
be coming with.
Well, thank you. That'd be wonderful.
Well, we're members of the intrepid Zero Hells gang, so we're duty bound to help any.
Pretty much exactly what kind of thing we do.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Just all in a day's or night's work for the Zero Hells gang. Now you remember the name, and we'll be heading outside, investigating sad sheep.
Well, all right then.
I've heard of county sheep to help one fall asleep, but it seems like they've turned on us here. All right. Exit this way.
Yep.
Okay. Let me just.
I don't like it when you just do it.
Okay. So as you head out the door, Brum, in one round's action, what would you do?
In one round action?
Yeah. You're at the. You just came out of this tavern right here.
I guess.
The sound is coming from the east.
Well, I guess I'll grab Ivan's arm and start heading east. I will
What are
also
you doing?
magical tinker something to glow. As I will
Okay, cool. Yeah, smart. Ivan, what are you doing?
Can I roll a perception or investigation check? Look around, see if I see a big sheep.
I guess
Yeah, because yeah, sounds good. Roll it at disadvantage because of the rain and.
Makes sense. Sure. I do have dark.
Okay.
FYI, but it's a 10.
Okay. Running towards the sound of this this creature, whatever it must be, you can just barely see in front of you, maybe 5 feet out, from where you are, because this rain is coming so hard. Once in a while, you'll get a crack of lightning, and when you do, you see this, Ivan. But I mean, Brum, you also do, because this wasn't nothing special. But you do see when the lightning strikes, and you can actually see for a second or two there. You see that there are just creatures surrounding the fenced-in area over here, where Ben Dobler's farm is, where those bales of those leaves that he had been protecting or whatever, inside of his fence. They're all just like yearning at this fence for this stuff. And you're seeing like some of these shapes are weird. Some of these shapes are weird too, like nothing you've ever seen before. And then you get a little closer, and the bleeding sound even kind of intensifies a little, becomes a little louder, more racking, and as it does, just 3 lightning bolts just strike around the area above Ben Dobler's farm there. Brum, what are you doing now? I'm saying you're about halfway there or so.
What is his plant supposed to be doing? His crop?
It's some sort of a new seed that he cultivated. It's able to feed. So you feed it to your cow or your horse or whatever, and it doesn't want to eat again for like 3 days, and it's as healthy and happy as any others. He says it tastes okay. He said that before. That it tastes okay. It's fine, but it doesn't really do it for people or anything else. It seems like it's just sort of farm animals, really.
I'm not gonna, kill farm animals just because they're hungry. I guess I planned that when we get there, we can try and shoo them off. Do any of them look like they're causing the rain?
Causing the rain?
Yeah.
Like magically, like in some way?
Yeah, or maybe it's like centered around them, or when the lightning strikes, it seems like on a animal or something like that.
Not like that. You could do like maybe an Arcana check or something as the thing you're doing as you're rushing that way.
Cool.
Wow. Okay. You sense several magical presences. Some of the strange animals that you see don't appear like magically strange, but they just seem like animals that you haven't ever seen before. But some of the animals you're seeing are strange, and one of them that seems extremely strange to you, and is like as the lightning pulses, it's like this creature pulses as well. It's like a fawn, right? Like a beautiful fawn, a baby deer, but it's silver, and it has a purple crystal horn that is sticking out, and it's lying there, and you now notice it because you notice this arcane energy as it is crying and bleeding. Its tears are falling,
bleeding?
are going bleating.
Oh, bleeding. Okay.
Yeah, you're not close enough to see the blood yet, but it is bleeding. But yes, but it is its tears are flying up into the sky, and then this rain is coming down. It's not like a fire hoses of tears going up, but this is sort of going on at the same time. How about you, Ivan? What are you up to?
Oh, my free action, I say. It's maybe one of those curious beasts from the Feywilds of the fractal forests. Brum and Ivan, I think that could be what we're dealing with here. I could cast sleep or something and see if we can try and put it to sleep. What do you think? I don't want to kill it necessarily. It seems beautiful. Can I do a history or a nature or otherwise check to see if I know anything about this?
Sure.
Pretty good history.
Okay.
16, so okay, maybe not.
No idea. There are records of strange things occurring in these forests and strange creatures, but you've never heard of this particular one.
Great.
As you now get upon it here, you stumble, you get up there. Well, actually, so there's all these creatures around this thing, but so far as you can tell just by looking at them, none of them appear to be like carnivorous necessarily, but it could be dangerous to approach them. So I will say that you're a little bit back, and you can choose what you want to do as far as that goes. But yeah, so now that you get a little closer, this deer is out there with its leg caught in like an animal trap, and it is just, it's bleeding, and it looks in your direction as you come closer. It kind of waves its unicorn horn there, and it kind of charges with magical energy, and suddenly it's talking to you in a small voice. It says, "Please, set me free. I will grant my boon to you, my grove. I don't know how long it will last without me. I'm a wood spirit, and I guard one of the gates. I don't know what will happen. I don't know what will happen if I were to pass away."
Certainly, we can help. Just, I'm going to approach and attempt to disengage this here trap, please. I wish you no harm.
Do you want me to try disengage the trap?
You are slightly better with these mechanical things. I'll be good idea, Brum, and I'll be around to see if I can help heal.
Okay. The bleeding, the bleating, the sound, the sound it was making stopped while it was talking to you, but the tears continued, the rain continued. It's still downpouring on your heads. Ivan, you're completely soaked. Brum, I mean you are, but you don't. It makes no difference to you. And the lightning crashes behind a figure standing 30 feet away inside of the fence there. Sindel Trueshot, puffing on one of her cigarettes there, has got an arrow like knocked and pointed at this deer. And she says, "Oh there. Yeah, this is like the third of these this week that I've caught. They're pretty cool, actually. You take a look at her. She's got a familiar like cloak around her neck. The fur around her neck is silvery. She says it's actually magical hide. I'll tell you what, I've got enough. You could have that one if you'd like."
I think we're good. I think you can fuck off.
Is it doing that thing where it talks to you? Because magical creatures, they do that, and they don't know what they're doing. It's just a defense mechanism thing. They don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, that what you think? Well,
I said it's yours, so it's yours. It's yours. Feel free, just leave the trap and on the other side of the fence.
Sure,
she takes a big puff and heads back inside.
You got it.
That's fucked up.
I agree. Remember how she, you didn't want to take the money and she did?
Yeah.
Sort of. She's in that Low Blows Adventurers Guild. Not the high esteem of the zero.
But Brum, go ahead and roll your tinkering check. What was tinkering again?
I believe it's an Arcana +2.
That's right. Yeah, it's an Arcana.
So it's Arcana,
+2.
my +9, and then +2 on top of that. So
Okay.
30.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Yes, you very easily get the trap out from around this thing's foot, and it turns to you, Brum. So the bleeding stops, or she's sort of like huffing, like a scared animal when you have it cornered, sort of. But an herbivore, she's not in fight mode. She's in freeze. She's continuing to cry, but these tears are now flowing up her horn here, and she reaches forward and touches it to your chest, Brum. And as she does, it's inscribed. It's like a rune appears on your chest. And actually, I gotta run up to your bedroom real quick.
Oh god. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get murdered.
I mean, that would be so dumb to murder your son on live stream. So I think you're.
Yeah, we're all
okay.
with it.
Yeah.
Son, get the vacuum in here. This place is a pigsty.
What's this under your? What's this magazine under your mattress? That was all.
Yeah, this room is kind of a pigsty.
What?
Oh wow, I could hear us the whole time.
room is just fine. Thank you very much. I had to do
coming.
some cleaning tonight.
It's coming to give you a big kiss.
Big kisses.
Alex
for
got one of
that.
his items,
Wow.
which I just realized is not a good idea because now he has it and I can't show it to you all.
I can take a picture and.
Okay, yeah,
send
share
on
it,
Discord.
share it. That'd be great.
Cool.
Brum is inscribed on his chest in like a purple violet moon with like a silver, like a dead tree, like a silver dead tree with branches reaching around, kind of encircling this moon. Go ahead and add Thessian rune to your inventory and like equip it. Obviously, nobody else could ever have this. It's just yours, so you don't have to attune to it or anything because it's right on your chest. I'll go ahead and read it. A violet and silver rune is inscribed on your Warforged carapace. The rune resembles a crescent moon behind a twisting, barren silver tree. The rune absorbs moonlight and glows with an eerie light in darkness, though this light is easy to hide. You may use an action to activate the rune by tracing a finger along the outline of the moon and saying, Thes Chelazi, regaining 1 expended spell slot of 3rd level or lower. So you know that now, Brum. You instantly know. You have this blessing from this forest creature who, after granting you its blessing, kind of gets up on its 3 legs that are unhurt and begins kind of like wobbling towards the forest.
I'd like to cast Healing Word before it goes. This is not
Absolutely.
fishing for a rune. No problem. Flavor-wise. I don't heal it for much. I rolled pretty bad on that, but 12 healing to sort of knit it up, give it a little more mobility.
Okay. I'm sorry, I only had 1 rune tonight. but yes, it does. Her wounded leg looks much better, and it's almost as though this healing power that you instilled in her worked even better on her than it would on a normal creature. She got healed up quite a lot by that, and her eyes now completely dry, and she turns to you and bows and says, thank you for freeing me.
I sort of stick my chest out, hoping for a rune, and just sort of like,
Maybe
yeah, you're welcome.
warn your friends to not.
That smell, it draws us all. We can't stop ourselves. It's
a good smell.
Yes, it's wonderful. We must. I wish I could have it, but it makes us crazy as we get to it. We become so docile. So we just want to be around it, but we want to eat it, and we want it, but we can, once we get by it, we can't even figure out how to. I don't know. I'm still by it, and I want to stay by it, but I think I have to leave.
You should check on your grove for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's gonna. If you don't have anything else to say, it's gonna, sprint away to the north.
I would like to start dismantling these traps. I'm assuming there's
Okay.
more than just the one.
Yeah, you search around and you find that there are 4 traps altogether.
Gotcha. I want to use my spear to tap the dirt, make sure I don't accidentally step into one of these.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you successfully dismantle all of the other hidden traps as well. Do you want to? You could easily snip a pin and they could never be used again. It would be very difficult to make them work again.
I would actually like to put them into my bag.
Oh, you're gonna steal them? Okay.
Yeah, I want to take them.
Okay, good to know. All right. Okay, but then you head back to, that didn't take all that long. You eventually get dried up and head back to bed and are able to sleep the rest of the night. I'll say, go ahead and have a long rest. You don't have to have exhaustion tomorrow or anything. So Joe, your thing was a little wetter than you were expecting it to be, but you pitch a tent or something, and it all works out. But the next morning, everybody wakes up refreshed and ready for a big day of adventuring.
I'd like to talk to that guy who said he'd reward us if we got rid of the
Bill
noise.
Yes.
Elderflower.
Yeah,
Elderflower. That's right.
Brum, do you have like a tattoo or something?
Yes, Brum, what is that positively sparkling rune on your chest?
There's a unicorn.
I would say
apparently.
it's rude. I'd say it looks pretty good.
The
What?
unicorn that we went and talked to in the night was actually crying and making the rain, which is weird because rain is fresh water, but that was tears are usually salt water.
That's what
That's
struck
what
you
was
as being
weird,
weird
yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
It's probably creatures from the fractal forest, right? You should
yeah.
be careful. I don't know. Hopefully that rune's a good thing because they will trick you on stuff.
I hope so.
It looks cool.
Apparently they've been coming to the fields every night, and
Ben Dobler's work causes quite an issue.
yeah, it makes them docile. But also, it made what's her name? The adventurer he hired to protect was just killing the wood spirits. Or was that what she called herself? Wood spirit or forest spirit?
Yeah, she did call
To
herself
gain
a
their
wood spirit,
fur.
Yeah.
Which was
Using the magical hide for her own armor.
yeah.
Oh, very practical of her.
Yeah, I just think it's a little messed up that they didn't have a choice. They the smell makes them they have to come.
It was also
Well, sometimes, Brum, when an animal gets caught, it's better to put it down and out of its misery. Perhaps our friend.
We literally have
Sindel
healing magic
was-
that can fix
oh
lethal wounds.
Well, you do. We don't know about Sindel Trueshot's healing and magical abilities. And she's been hired to protect the farm, and she's probably just doing as she was instructed.
It spoke in complete sentences. It just didn't feel right. So.
Oh, I'm not judging one way or the other, Ivan, darling. I'm just speaking on behalf of a party that is not here to defend themselves. It is best for us not to cast aspersions onto others.
Well, cast a healing word, in fact. I don't know aspersions.
All right. Well, what you want to go collect a reward or something? Was that it?
Yeah, I want to go talk to that guy and say.
Do that. Wait. One more thing. I'm so sorry, Theo. I'm almost talking over you. But Brum, what is the rune? What does it do? Where is it? What is it? What does it symbolize?
Well, it's a moon. The
Oh, I
tree.
can see that.
If I speak a word, it'll help me. I need to go find it again.
Give them some extra energy.
Yeah, it's like a
throughout his
pearl of
day.
power, but I can reuse it. I think.
Oh, it does have a pearl of power.
I don't know if I can reuse it or not.
Yes, you can use it. I think I forgot to actually add that to the. I may have forgot to add that to the. But it's once per day. Yeah, it is a once per day thing.
Cool. Yeah, it's a.
I'll fix that before next time.
Would it be okay if I just traced it in my journal? It looks perhaps it might be elven in nature, dealing with the moon and things. And
Sure, you can look at it.
yeah, Robin takes a quick tracing of it
Yeah,
into her journal.
yeah, that'll definitely be good to have in there.
Robin,
Yes, my love.
I mean, the whole group can come. I don't really care either way. But I was wondering if you might accompany me back to that lovely apothecary, the Haladreth.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay. Yeah. He I didn't get quite a good enough look yesterday. I thought maybe he might have some things I could use. I don't know.
Oh yes, of course, yes. Let us not waste another moment. We'll stop by Haladreth and his delightful little familiar Hubert.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Theo needs to do before we leave town or otherwise.
Well, we're collecting ingredients for the apothecary.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get some.
Oh, I thought we already did that.
No, we have to get.
Oh, we have to
milk
get the shit and take
milk,
it back
of
to us.
course.
Oh, all right. Well,
I mean, we
fine.
can do this in any order. We can certainly go back to the little shop.
Do we want to get some of this crop and maybe use it on the chimera
Some of this
See
work.
if- to see if it'll make them docile?
Well,
That's
certainly
what we're making
with
the
the
potion
short.
for.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, the potion is supposed to
Less
make the
hungry, I
chimera
guess.
docile.
Oh, I thought the poison was just
Chimera's
potion was just poison.
It's called Chimera's Bane. I think it's some sort of special physiological interactions that this sort of potion bring about.
Vitus,
Yeah. Yes.
how did you sleep?
Oh, it slept great actually.
Oh, it's so nice to sleep in one's own bed, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess I didn't think about that. Yeah. Are you guys okay?
Oh, positively delightful. Yes, yes. We
I
had
think it
that-
was just nice, be alone without Ivan and Brom in the same room. But yeah, being in my own bed's good too.
Well, your skin is positively glowing, Vitus, darling. You look better than I've ever seen you.
I
You
think I
haven't
looked okay yesterday,
seen
but
him very well.
appreciate it.
So Ivan and Cork, what was your plan for the morning before you go find those ingredients?
Go see Bill Elderflower, like everyone. Yeah, happy to accompany you, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, I was just
Okay.
gonna stick with everyone else.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so Brum, you head over to Big Bill Elderflower, the halfling guy that owns the tavern here. The sound did end earlier than usual last night. Do you think it's really done?
It should be.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you could ask people we left and we said we were gonna go fix it, and then it stopped early.
Hey, that's true. That is very true. Okay, fair enough. Here you go. And he hands over 30 gold pieces. Over at the apothecary, Theo and Robin, the two of you go inside.
I'm taking 15 of that, Brum. Is that fair? 15 fair to you?
No, but you can.
Okay.
What
so
did
yeah,
you guys do that's gonna stop it from just happening tomorrow night?
Remove the traps.
But isn't she
Yeah,
just gonna
you
set
got
more
traps.
traps?
Ooh.
I mean, I didn't know if you were scamming him on purpose. I didn't want to say anything.
Also, isn't it not the traps, but the...
Yeah, I mean, they're still gonna come by.
Oh. We should. That's a good point.
Well, the reason we're killing the Chimera is to aid in the production of this crop.
Yeah, to make sure the crops get grown so they can go somewhere else with it, right?
They're
No,
gonna-
so he can keep growing the crops without it
Yeah,
being
and get
ruined.
rich.
Ah.
Yeah, to get rid.
Well, we can worry about that tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. We can just and maybe in the evening we'll
That's a
stop
problem
and see
for
if there's any more
tomorrow
traps.
run. Today Brum
Yeah.
is sky high.
Yeah,
Yep.
shine in his new room.
Yeah.
Lunch is on me tonight. Okay, so anyway, you head inside of the Scribbles and Nibs, the potion shop owned by Halodrith Emberwhite. So you got like shells and display cases. Inside of some of there's like a glass case inside of which there are little baskets of various dried herbs. But on top of this display case, on top of these shelves, everywhere you look, there are like scrolls and books and just all of them in various states of lots of like open books set in particular places. Lots of that sort of thing. As you come inside, you hear a few thuds from above, and then coming down, you see a middle-aged human man with graying brown hair and a well-oiled beard. His face sporting laugh lines around his eyes, his loose hanging clothes not quite concealing a considerable belly. A man not unlike myself. He's puffing on a simple pipe, absently blowing rings as he says, "Oh, hello, welcome back."
Thank you, Hilladred.
I know my friends and I were here yesterday, but I didn't really get a chance to ask. I've heard a tale that you have some sort of like private library.
Oh, really? The tales of my library have spread that far?
Oh,
Has it-
I don't think it was like, it's not like a rumor. It's just I like do a lot of reading, and I, old letters and books and whatnot. These things just come up.
Okay.
It would mean a lot. It would mean a lot if I could, you know,
Well,
see the library. I mean, books are my favorite thing in the whole world.
I hate
Hey,
to.
Ledret, if
Yes.
it would help, I don't know if I introduced myself when I was last here. I'm Robin Violetta Florence Springbow of the Florence Springbow adventuring party. The Tremble Swords, you might have heard of my parents. I could sign something for you. You could hang it up. Perhaps bring in some customers. Said, oh, a celebrity came through your shop.
He says, it's a deal. I would love that for sure, but I take such pride in my collection. I'd hate to show it to you in the mess it's in right now. Give me 3, 4, 5 days. Give me about 5 days, and I will get
5
this.
days.
That simply will not do.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. I know exactly how it is. You're looking for that one book, and then you just rip apart the whole room. I get it. No embarrassment here. I'm sure Robin can tell you I'm a bit of a
Oh, I'm
messy
always
person.
picking up after Theodora. She's always leaving her little things around, nibs and knobs.
All my little things, all my nibs and my knobs.
Her scribbles and nibs, if you will, Haladreth, darling.
Yeah, yes. It really would mean a lot. Could I do a charisma?
Persuasion.
Persuasion? check?
Persuasion, yeah.
May I
And
assist?
Robin absolutely could assist, yeah.
Oh, Lord. 12.
17.
Could
Okay.
use inspiration. It would succeed.
Nah.
It would.
It would.
Come on, this is a perfect time to use inspiration.
Oh, I forget I have. Can I pretend that I said that I'm going to cast guidance on myself?
Yeah, go for it. Sure.
Okay, I can cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Oh, great. 13.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use my inspiration. Why not?
Oh,
Wow, okay. He says,
Who the fuck is making that noise? Is somebody rattling an old tin cup against
My
their
bad.
microphone?
I didn't realize it would pick up.
Alex.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize it would
it
pick
big
up.
time is.
I did that
Okay.
once too. Yeah, you just touch even if you play with a little funny spring. Yeah, it makes
I know.
Oh, yes. Do not do that, please.
It's very
That's
tempting,
like
though,
the
'cause it's so
noisiest
bouncy.
thing you can do. Yeah, he looks kind of at you kind of bashfully, Theo, as he just can't help himself. He says, "Well, all right, you'll have to don't judge me. That's all I'm saying. Don't judge me."
I give him my big doe eyes through my big nerd glasses. Theo has big nerd glasses, and she's just looking at him very beseechingly.
Yeah, he leads you up the stairs, and the entire top story. There's like one place by the staircase there, where he's got his cot set, and there's like a bunch of like old melted candles around it, where obviously he's stayed up at night reading, lying here. Every other surface is covered in piles of books of different sizes, different scrolls. Just all kinds of various books, and he says, "What sort of thing are you interested in? Are you? I can tell you're not from around here. Are you a traveler?"
Yeah, I'm a bit of a traveler, like a hobbyist, researcher kind of person. I'm looking for a religious text.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yes, an old religious book.
The Bible?
I think it might aid greatly
Interesting.
in the quest that I'm on.
Well, what is your
maybe,
quest? Where are you going?
Oh, here and there, all around.
yes, we've got a bit of adventuring spirit. We're just sort of letting the wind take us where it does.
Oh, all right. Well, let me pull some things together. Perhaps you could help me. I believe one of the books I'm looking for, it has a purple cover. It has a long black ribbon that you can use as a placeholder. It's somewhere in the pile over there. And I'll be looking over here. I will find these other ones. Good luck to you.
Hey,
Yes.
Elizabeth, I
Great.
just have a question as well. Since we're
Yes.
when in a book collection, do as a book collector does. Do you perhaps happen to have anything on the elves? Any elven books? I'm quite a student of elven history and artifacts, so just curious if you have anything on hand.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. You have interesting taste, the two of you.
Oh well, us foreign girls, you know us.
I don't have any books, but I do have. Yes. We found quite a while ago. We found this. Yes, I'll be looking. Well, actually, if you'd like, you could look to the north over there. It's a piece of mithril, about this long. You can't miss it.
Wonderful. Yes. I will search for post haste.
Okay, so each of you can go ahead and roll investigation checks, or if you have like some sort of a magic or something that could help you, you could.
Could I do religion since I'm looking for like a Bible?
Sure.
Or-
That's fine with me.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. 16.
Okay. The two of you spend an hour looking. At the end of the hour, Theo, you do find this book, this purple book that he told you about.
Is it the one I'm looking for?
It is not the one you're looking for.
Oh,
It is well, it is. I mean, it could be. It is treatises on Umberly, her many forms, is what it's called. And you know the scalloping on the pages has a fish scale sort of motif going on. Robin, you look around and you cannot find any mithril. It's something you've seen before. You've seen samples of it before, but it's not something that you find during your hour investigation.
This place is an absolute sty.
Well, I warned you. I
know. It's not your fault. I'm just frustrated.
But yeah, he comes over with two other books. He's got. I did a bad job of this. I should have. Why do I always beat myself up, though? Nobody cares. We can sit here for a second.
Nobody cares.
Sit it for a second.
I don't give a
You
fuck.
have to have all of this on hand as soon as we do it.
One of the books is called. This is obviously not the one you want because I have to make it up on the fly. But one of the books is called Jumping Frogs Philosophies. It's a treatise on the study of Sylvanus, written by a tabaxi from the Western Wilds. The other book is called
It's
Andera.
very interesting.
The other one is called Andera S. Pasht. And he says this one actually quite an interesting book. Never would have been able to find something like this before very recently. And it does look like maybe the newest book in the place. He says this is even new in Nosavros, where it came from. There's this cult that's coming up around there, and they call themselves they call themselves the Akiri Anda. I don't know exactly what it's all about, but it was something that I wanted to dive into soon.
Yes, I think this is exactly what I'm looking for. You could believe it.
Oh, drat! I was really looking forward to reading that one. But since you were
I
so
could try to. I'm a really fast reader. I could, try to get through it the next couple of days and.
no, you'll really want to
it
pour over this one. I can already tell.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well, and a gleam comes in his eye, and he begins stroking his wizardly bearded chin, and he said, "I heard Ben Dobler talking about a chimera."
Yes, I believe that we are going to try to kill the chimera, or otherwise dispose of it.
Well, of course, a chimera has medicinal properties among its various organs and sorts of things. If you would bring me a chimera spleen, I would trade you this book, The Andera Has Poshed, to you.
Sounds awfully dirty.
Well, if you, I suppose
I do want the book.
I'll read it, and then because I really want to read it as the thing. So I think it's going to take me about a 10-day to get really through the thing.
Okay, well,
but I will
if
sell it
bring
to you
the
after that.
spoon, then you'll let me have
Then
the
I'll
book.
let you have it, and I'll just hope I get another copy sometime.
If I ever see another copy, I will send it to you.
And if you happen to be able to
what?
find, I don't even know if these exist, but if you happen to be able to find a chimera's egg, I would find this mithril item and give it to you as well.
What is the mithril item, if I might ask? Do you know, or did you?
Well, it's sort of a runic item, and it's about yay large, and it's I suppose you even could possibly use it as a wand. It's possible. It's quite possible.
That's interesting.
I'm not sure if it's magical in nature. I've not bothered to check, to be honest with you. I've got all this reading. My backlog's so long. That's the problem.
Well, you've got all these books here.
That's right.
Well, there's plenty of elvish wands and things. Yes, I've heard of such things. I'd love to take a look. If you could find it, and we'll bring back the chimera spleen and perhaps an egg. But yes, I think that's a very fair trade, don't you, darling Thea?
Oh yes. Maybe one of the boys can do the yucky part.
Oh yes, we'll have our little tin man digging through there. He loves going for the animal parts from what Vitus has said.
Yeah, I don't want to have any part of that. No, thank you.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting down in the blood and the muck and the gore like a dirty adventurer.
You are much braver than I am.
Oh, I think you're selling yourself short.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you, Hillydred. I prestidigitate
yes,
the dust off myself.
And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out like a parchment and a pen, and he says, "If you don't mind."
It would be my absolute pleasure, Hillydred.
He never minds.
I just wish I had one of your parents' chapbooks. Those were quite quite popular for a time.
As she's signing, and he brings that up, almost imperceptibly, Robin rolls her eyes as her parents are brought up as she's signing.
Well, this will be worth even more someday, so I'm happy to have it. Thank you.
Absolutely right.
Theo, even though it was nearly imperceptible, Theo notices and gives Robin her hand a little squeeze.
Okay, so everybody kind of meets back up together on the road outside of Cork's family winery there.
Well, that great casserole your mom made sure was delicious. I'll have to get that recipe.
Do we want to find those ingredients, or we could go into the forest, or up to you guys?
I think we should go right to the forest while we still have the light of day and perhaps the time.
Yeah, it's just I guess we won't get well, maybe we'll find the stuff in the forest. Yeah, if we find the stuff to make.
Yeah, we're looking for again milk root, which is by the forest, and knoll spit, which is in the
Yeah.
knolls, I believe.
So where are
Yeah.
the knolls?
They're near the milk root.
Yeah,
Oh.
and the milk route specifically is by the forest, but it's between the forest and the river. Is where the apothecary said you would go to find it.
Well, if we happen to walk right by, does that route sort of make sense?
Yeah, we could. I mean, I think we should prioritize the milk route and then stick our
But
heads in the
Robin's
forest.
right.
It's still like
Isn't the
early
fact
morning.
before sort of dangerous as well. What's our business in there? Just curiosity?
Well, no, the Chimera's in there, right?
Yep.
Could be.
From what
Well,
we've
we
been
have to have
told.
the,
We
we
don't
have to
have
have
to.
the potion before.
We don't have to. We could take it on. I think we're
Yeah.
all quite capable warriors.
But, you know, if you don't feel like you could without it, we can go get the ingredients.
I just,
Let's go by the river on the way.
just feel like-
see if there's a milk.
As much as I am charmed by this darling little town by the river Del Saci, I would like to perhaps get a little bit of adventuring under us. I feel like we're resting a bit on our laurels.
but you know, I could leave the shortcut potion out of the song. We can just say we beat it raw. But you know,
Oh, I
It's-
think
it's-
one way
it's
or
all kind of
another,
very-
yes, 86 the potion in the song.
yeah, of course. But you know, nobody's got to know we're taking a little putting it in easy mode. But that's
From what
it's
I can
worth it,
tell
too.
you, Ivan, most of the great songs about the greatest heroes have a lot of the easy mode cut out of the song.
that'd be kind of funny if I sort of wrote about some other famous adventures, like these low blows. Said they put it on
Oh,
easy
wow.
mode a lot.
Now that would be funny. You would be a riot at some of the parties in Morn.
True gamers play on Insano mode.
I didn't care for that last part. Let's keep going, everyone. What do you say?
Hello, for no, was er helt for no, was er helt Dem du stau, sakibet on, sesters nerfnes, auchgebet, Dienses nerf nebs, the question in me, here, so snes, no snes, t-shirt, gerecht.